Welcome everyone. I'm here to do a quick video on the toy that I've been building for the last few weeks. This is a 2x72 grinder. It's designed by Brian Housewert. It's called the Revolution. So I actually forked out the extra cash for some nice laser cut parts, but this particular model still has to be welded, drilled, tapped, and configured by the user. So I was able to save a little time. For instance, this platen here, really nicely done. So no telling how many hours it would have taken me to do that. Also to include the slots where it rotates. Same thing when you go look over here. The same thing for the slots for your table. That would have taken a little while, and also the nice fabricated parts that make this thing tilt. This particular model does have a 2 horsepower Boulder motor on it. It's got a K-back 27D, and I'm running it off of a 220 outlet. I did build the stand as well, but that's not what this video is about. So what I wanted to let you see on this is a modification that I made. You notice right here, there's an extra tube. I decided I didn't like the idea of tilting this and having to remove my work surface and rotate it. That thing weighs 25, 30 pounds. So let me show you how this works. That tube is stationary, so what that means, when you go over here, and you unlock it. Now I am doing this in one hand, so I apologize if this is kind of, you tilt this, check this out. The table is stationary, folks. Let me lock it down. Isn't that awesome? And I do have the table kind of high so I can tilt it between vertical and horizontal. But if I was working with it horizontal, I would go ahead and probably lower the table a little bit. But let me run it real quick. And that way you get an idea what this thing will do. There you go. So let me put it back up in the horizontal position and we'll crank her up. There's mine. I did add some nice quick knobs on here. Custom knob up here as well. So I'm gonna lock this down. Let's crank it up. Got a piece of metal down here. You see I've been playing with it. Let me stick it up here. All right. Contact. There you go. I'll crank it up full power. Really don't need full power to do what I'm going to do, but I just want to show you the capability of this machine. All right, there you go. Yeah! Go spark fly. All right, folks, that was just a few seconds. This is 1/4" mild steel. Didn't even phase that motor. Check that out again. I'll go close up. Here you go. Took me seconds to do that. All right. Extremely pleased. I love the variable speed on this thing, so I can really get this thing down low. I'm not a knife builder currently, but when I retire, that's definitely a hobby I want to get into. I do woodworking, I build pins and shaving brushes, and I use this thing all the time. So there you go, folks. Brian Housewert's 2x72 grinder with my modification with the spare tube on the bottom. Although I did not let you see what that tube looks like with it tilted. Let me do that real quick before I sign off. Here we go. I'll turn it off. Power it down. Turn it off. All right, let me give you a look. So here you go. I didn't put a lot of weld on the top, but I did put a good bit on the bottom and the back side. So if this modification works for you, it's just that simple. All you need to do is put in a third tube. Well, folks, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Later.